What's up, family? It's the manhood mentor, Jabar Lance Brown, the 6-foot giant reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Huh? Hello. And in this segment, we're going to talk about the 4-step process, right? But before we get into that, I want to reiterate the reason why I'm cutting these videos is to instill leadership and empowerment principles back into our young men, right? I believe far too many of our young brothers are on the sideline when they should be on the front line. And this is not to disparage the young brothers in any way, right? I really believe that the young brothers do want to contribute. They just don't know what to do, right? So this is me contributing in the way of providing a sense of direction, right? So without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. Now, check this out. In this segment, I'm going to share with you guys what I consider the 4-step process, my 4-step process, right? This is a simple way that I remind myself to always remain conscious about being the man. And I believe I'm going to help a lot of men get a better sense of direction because of it. Now, allow me to remind you guys that despite what you may have heard from some people who are misinformed, you can never have too much of a good thing. Yeah, which is to say you can never be too much of a man, because being a man is a good thing. As men, we like to keep things simple, and the simplest, most effective thing you can do is to be a man and to become the man, right? When I was younger, there used to be a commercial that said, "Be all you can be, join the army." And while I certainly support our country and our troops, joining the army ain't all you can be. For those of us who want it, being a man is the best thing you can be. That's it, plain and simple. If you don't believe me, consider this synopsis before we get into what I consider the 4-step process, right? Now, it has been said that the best accessory a man can ever have is the right woman. The best accessory a man can have is to show up with the right woman on his arm. It's not showing up with your homeboy. It's not popping out with a new pair of shades on. It's not stunting with a flooded diamond chain on. It ain't being draped out in designer clothes. It ain't none of that. It's you as the man showing up to wherever you going at, dressed like however you want to be dressed, and having the right woman with you, right? And I promise you this, immediately when you walk into that place, when you get to wherever you going at, all eyes on me, live the life of the thug, baby, until the day I die, live the life of the ball, all eyes on me. Like Tupac, immediately it's going to be like all eyes on you and whoever your guest is, correct? All the other fly women are watching you. All the heavy hitter, go-getter men are watching you as well. All the men want to be you, and all the women want to be with you. You understand? And trust me, I've been there, right? I've represented at the right time with the right dime, and I got all the cooperation that I was looking for that night. You understand? The women are more gracious, while the men are more courteous and open to conversation. You understand? You see, having the right woman on your arm, it will bring validation to your name and to your game, right? Now, it's not that you even need her to validate you. That's not what I'm saying, right? Because her being with you is not really validation for you, right? Her being with you validates you in the eyes of other people. You understand? And because people tend to believe not what you say, but people tend to believe what they can see. Now they can see you're the man because she's there, whoever that right woman is. You understand? Because, I mean, why else would a beautiful woman be on your arm if you were not the right man, right? Carrying on. And I'm not even saying it like you need this woman for any validation. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, I'm making that point to create a pathway into our process, into the 4-step process, right? So let me remind you of how to execute these steps in your daily activities so that you can remain in the position that manhood would serve you well, right? Because it's simple and it's not complex at all. The first thing is to decide or make a decision to always show up like the man. To decide means to settle conclusively all contention or uncertainty. So, in fact, if you're in this fraternity called men in this brotherhood called men, then you will need to remove all, and I repeat, all uncertainty about if you actually want to be in a fraternity. You here now. And the sooner you decide to become the man, the sooner you'll put women and men on notice that they'll have to respect your presence. Next is to commit, right? You commit to showing up like the man every day. Again, to commit in this context means to bind, obligate, or devote as by a pledge. So in fact, you'll need to make a pledge to yourself. Yeah, pledge to yourself to never quit on yourself. Pledge to always treat yourself with respect, and you always pledge to do your best and strive for the best in life, because having a standard of being attracted to the best will eventually attract the best, right? To you. The best relationships, the best women, the best houses, the best cars, the best restaurants, and the best overall experiences. Next is to dominate, which in this definition means to control, govern, or rule by superior authority or power. If you're the man, then act like it and display your authority over any loser's behavior. Behavior such as wasting time, wasting money, and wasting relationships. In fact, the better and more effectively you control time, money, and relationships will determine how big of a man you become in this world. This message is for champions, not the chumps. Look, we know being a man is a lot of responsibility, right? It's a lot of hard work and it's a lot of sacrifice. But this is how we weed out the male posers, the fakers, the guys who think that just because they're 18 or older that they automatically become men. Nah, champ, it don't work that way. Now, after you decide, commit, dominate, now it's time to celebrate. Yeah, and I'm sure I don't need to offer a definition for the word celebrate, but I will say this, that when you become the man, every day of your life is a celebration, because now you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, and with whoever you want to do it with. Huh? Hello. A true champion doesn't play to the level of his competition. He decides to commit to dominance, and he makes everyone else respond to his game. And that should be you.